the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. We're going to be checking out Jimmy Butler in this one, a player who has really made the most out of his talent the last few years. How much have we seen, though? How good can this guy be?
Let me tell you something. This guy has a big frame as any other two-guard in the league. He's taken big leaps in improvement every year in the league, and that's why it's his team now.
You know, I like him for a lot of reasons. I like his pace. I like his demeanor. And he could drop 40 on you.
In a half,
he
like he did last year.
No question.
He dropped 40 and a half.
In a half. I mean, last year.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
That's JL in right there.
What's JL in?
Jordan-like numbers.
Oh, not. Ooh.
I never did 40 and a half. I did 38.
I think it was more like IML, Iceman-like numbers.
Ooh.
Hey, 1,364.
I know.
Times you talked about yourself. Tip-off approaches. We'll see you later.
Gotcha.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the New York Knicks come into town in this one. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline.
Ready to go?
They're continuing to soldier on without the services of Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin. But really, it's an issue for both teams with regard to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up and show the fortitude necessary to play through those injuries and still come out on top.
You know, this is exactly why you acquire depth. It's why your front office is constantly working to add guys who can contribute.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Porzingis is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Rose. And it's Holiday in at the 2.
And when you talk about what a two-way player is in the NBA, Jimmy Butler epitomizes that. I mean, he can carry a team on offense in so many ways. You know, he came up more so as a defender and has continued to wear that role with pride. And I think that's one reason why, if you're a Bulls fan moving forward, you have to feel good knowing that he's one of the cornerstones of your franchise.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Grant dishes to Butler. Charity stripe shot will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's New York with it, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Well, it's no doubt. It's so much easier to run your offense if the defense is not trying to take away any of your options.
Now, here's Wade. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Here is Rose. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Porzingis kicks to Anthony. Right wing. Holiday, the pass to Carmelo. Clock at 6. On its way from Rose for 2. The good-looking shot from the wing. Rose has got his second bucket.
And great elevation on that shot from Rose. When his jumper is falling, he becomes a nightmare to defend.
Wade outside. Here's Lopez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Lopez has got his first basket.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Yeah, he's playing with some energy here early. And let's see if he stays aggressive and continues to attack the 10.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation from Melo on the catch and shoot.
Grant kicks to Gibson. Lopez a screen. Over to the wing. Unloads from 9, and O'Quinn sends it back. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
Boy, you think back to draft night, and Porzingis was roundly booed by Knicks fans when he was taken with the 4th overall pick. But that's ancient history now. I think everyone realizes the talent this young guy possesses.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And there were even some rumors on draft night that Carmelo Anthony wasn't happy with the pick of Porzingis.
That's a rumor he vehemently denied. They're both perimeter-oriented forwards, and I could see why Melo might prefer a guard or perhaps a more traditional pivot man. The Knicks, though, looking for the upside, and Porzingis has that in spades.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Well, Norris, as you try to evaluate teams here in the early going and try to predict what kind of season they might have, what do you personally look for?
Well, I think early on I want to see what kind of defensive habits they're building. Are they championship defensive habits? Are they giving multiple efforts? And then who are they on the offensive end? What's their identity? How do they win? What's their go-to move when times get tight?
Oh, it's just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Let's hope that's never the plan. It's certainly not this early in the game. You don't want to let him get on a roll. That can make a long night for you.
Now, here's Wade. Lets it go from the wing. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Rose. Anthony nowhere around. They get it again. Passes it to Holiday. Outside Anthony. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Here's O'Quinn. And yes, they get one to fall.
Boy, you got to give it to the big fella from Norfolk State. O'Quinn making his presence felt on the second chance opportunities.
Wade with it. Lopez outside. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Butler. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And a nice nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
You know, Greg, when Jimmy Butler is out there, you have to be aware of just how explosive a player he can be. When he turns it on and gets in that groove and feels the rhythm, he can completely take over a game with his scoring.
And, Kevin, I'm sure you remember that 53-point outburst he had last season. Butler has games where he has everything that kind of just falls into place. And he gets his scores in so many ways, but usually when he goes off, it's because he's getting to the free throw line.
Now here is Holiday. He had 19 points in the win against Houston. Shot 2. And it's Rose missing. Chicago trailing here. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Jimmy Butler. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 21 points per game last year. 4 assists and 5 rebounds. And no secret, he can score the ball. #1 on the team last year.
Rose dishes to Carmelo. Pass to O'Quinn. Rose kicks to Porzingis. New York needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
It's about awareness and an ability to get out on the shot and disrupt without fouling. Beautiful. You know, I love he's getting involved in the offense. He's picking his spots and making his shot attempts count.
Back to Rose. Holiday inside the line. Misses off the left iron.
I thought for sure he would hit that shot, but his release didn't look good.
Lopez outside. Gibson the screen. Grant against Rose. That's a 2 from Butler. Butler missing again.
That kind of miss rarely happens, but when they occur, they're pretty shocking.
Rose passes to Holiday. New York moving the ball around. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Oh, no question. If you don't take it, you actually go away from what the scheme is trying to create.
Now, here's Grant. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Butler with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Gibson the screen. 3-pointer. Butler. But they'll get another chance. No good from Gibson. New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Carmelo throws it down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
Yeah, and you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
You know, it also gives guys a quick breather, too. They're expending a ton of energy out there.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Jaren Grant. Anthony's gone 2 of 4 from the field. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Fred Hoiberg.
I asked him what reasons he cited for their disappointing record so far. He said, it's not so easy to put a finger on. I think we may lack the killer instinct of some of the better clubs. We haven't displayed the confidence to finish teams off even when we have them on the ropes. It's been a rough year for them, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Thomas. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Outside Rose. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read. You know, you figured that Dwayne Wade might be a player to finish his career playing for just one team, the Miami Heat. But in the end, things just ended bitterly. Wade had taken less money in the past so the Heat could win titles. I mean, he was done playing for a discount. And the Bulls, boy, did they step up.
Here's Hernan Gomez. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Who's missed the pass to Holiday. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez, and the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
You know, the basket is good, but it's all about the assist there. That pass led him to just the right spot on the floor.
And with the trade of Derrick Rose and the departure of Pau Gasol, it seemed like the Bulls might look to rebuild and go young. Then they reverse course and get Chicago native Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, and don't forget the deal for Rajon Rondo. They're taking kind of a blended approach. Not a lot of three-point shooting in that backcourt. So it'll be interesting to see how all these pieces fit together.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
From about 16, lets it go with a 3. It's not going to go for him. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Yeah, rough outing for their offense. You saw a spark here and there, but their main scorers just couldn't stay hot.
Rebounded by McDermott.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Cannon, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
Here's Butler after New York gets the 3. It's stolen by Rose. Holiday left side. New York moving the ball around. Hernandez. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Bulls trail by 4. To the middle. It's deflected. McDermott dishes to Mirotic. No good on that one.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Kuzminskis. Here's Cannon. McDermott for 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Rose kicks to Thomas. And the pass to Kuzminskis. Shoots a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Butler kicks to Cannon. That one goes in. Cannon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Holiday, the pass to Thomas. Outside Rose. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. McDermott with a steal. He feeds it to Cannon. Goes up to the stripe. They grab their own miss. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for the Bulls.
Well, you love seeing the backcourt stay active and putting that speed and quickness to use on the glass. They've gotten a lot of rebounds and helping to do whatever they can for the win.
And And that one falls for Mirotic. And so Mirotic nails both of them.
Boy, you can look back over some of the legends who suited up in a New York Knickerbockers uniform. Walt Frazier, Patrick Ewing, Willis Reed, names that will certainly live on in the proud history of this organization.
Bulls trail by 3. Outside Butler. It's Portis atop the key. Cannon, that's a two-pointer. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now Rose. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Outside Holiday. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
And because of the ways he's distributed the ball, it's left no doubt as to who they're going to run their offense through every time down.
We go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Boy, the perimeter attack has been relentless. You can see them setting up from distance, but stopping them is another matter.
They've got Dwayne Wade. Portis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Grant in at the 1 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Dishes it to Wade. Stolen by Holiday. On up the court. And the dunk by Rose.
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose, can still throw it down.
Bulls trail by 5. Wade outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you look over the career of Dwayne Wade. He was initially a slasher, but he's improved his shot and pull-up jumper immensely, and even has become a threat from deep if you give him space.
He's off on the first. Thinking again about how Wade's skills have evolved over the years, his offensive game has grown immensely since his rookie season.
And it's why he will go down as one of the all-time greats. His work ethic in improving his game. Fantastic post-up player as a guard. Wade's ability to score in any fashion is what makes him one of the great closers in our game.
He hits the second from the line. The Knicks leading by 4. Rose passes to Kuzminskis. Holiday dishes to Plumlee. Rose kicks to Anthony. Back to Rose for the 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Rose has got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Boy, when he's in rhythm like this, the whole team benefits. His scoring efficiency gives them a major advantage.
Grant kicks to Portis. And And here is Mirotic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Shot clock at 5. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Mirotic has got his second bucket tonight.
And really did the only thing he could in terms of getting that shot off, leaned into his space, and got a bucket.
And Plumlee kicks to Holiday. I'll dish to Anthony. There's the pick. Feeds it to Plumlee. Unable to get that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Wade passes to Mirotic. Rose against Grant. Lopez outside. Expanding his range. No good from Grant. Leading by 5. Rose dishes to Plumlee. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Grant kicks to Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
And he leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
Rose kicks to Anthony. He dishes it to Holiday. And again, it's New York.
Yeah, shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now, here's Grant. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Lopez outside. The feed to Wade. Lopez passes to Wade. Stolen by Wade. And yes, it's good.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
Rose kicks to Holiday. Anthony against Wade. Back to Holiday. Passes to Plumlee. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his first foul. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Anthony. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Houston.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
4 on the shot clock. Endor. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Off target from outside.
What a great opportunity. Nice open look. You'll take those anytime you can get an uncontested shot.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Jimmy Butler made a big bet on himself back in 2014. He turned down the Bulls' 4-year, $44 million contract extension offer. It paid off. After a breakthrough season, he signed a new contract, a max deal for 5 years and $95 million. Instead of his decision, I was nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. But everything I put myself through, I knew what I was capable of.
He's come a long way, David. Thank you. Shot on the wing. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Boy, clear breakdown on defense. They're fortunate that he didn't make them pay.
And Holiday kicks to Rose. Plumlee with the screen. Pass to Endor. Down low. Deflects the pass. Over at the steal. Rose against Grant. Kicks to Mirotic. Lopez outside. Back to Mirotic. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to Endor. Outside Anthony. The pass to Endor. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Wade's got his 3rd rebound on the night. He kicks it to Mirotic. And the Bulls get it back. Grant dishes to Mirotic. Lopez passes to Wade. Well, Doris, in your playing days of Providence, you were known as a hard-nosed player, extremely competitive, Fearlessly going down the lane. Do you think that's something a player can learn, or is it something that you're born with? It's within you, so to speak.
You know, I think you can be successful without necessarily having a tremendous competitive drive. I do think you want to have a certain level of pride, but toughness and competitive spirit, I think, you know, there's a wide variation from player to player.
And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And foul number 2, maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Bulls making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Knicks. Porzingis is coming in for Anthony. Grant against Rose. He gets it in there.
You know, you would expect the defense to be a bit more concerned about him than they were that time. Easy points inside.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You know, talking about Jaren Grant, we know he comes from a prolific basketball family, but make no mistake, this is a dynamic basketball talent.
And with Grant and his family of basketball players, his father Harvey and Uncle Horace, both playing in the NBA and playing well.
Right.
But Doris, he's a much different player.
Oh, no question. Jaren Grant comes from a family of power forwards, but Grant is a sneaky playmaker who is best in the open floor, creating chances for the people around him. And at its core, basketball is basketball, and it's no surprise to see Grant be successful given how prolific his family was at the sport.
Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. Number 1, the Knicks.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
The Knicks leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Endor. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Rose, an explosive scorer, but he's always been a very capable passer at the point.
Grant outside. Lopez outside. He feeds it away. Back to Lopez. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Some nice passing by New York here. Endor with the bucket.
And that high skill level for Porzingis. Can handle it, shoot it, and pass it.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Cannon in for Grant. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. McDermott kicks to Cannon. Outside Butler. And again, no good by Chicago. New York leading by 7. Porzingis passes to Rose. Outside Thomas. Tries it from 19. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Cannon. He's covered by Rose. Rose with the double team. Dishes it to McDermott. Wade kicks to Butler. Doesn't go either for Butler.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Outside Porzingis. Inside. It's deflected. Gibson with the steal. Porzingis with the steal. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Cannon. 6 points for him. There's a good screen. And Gibson kicks to Wade. Fades. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 9. Porzingis passes to Rose. There's the dish to Holiday. Outside, Porzingis feeds it to Thomas. And he can extend the lead to double digits. And Chicago shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. That'll go on McDermott. That's his first foul. The Knicks have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Rose kicks to Holiday. Outside, Porzingis. He dishes it to Rose. Right wing, near the three-point line. It's Thomas. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Thomas got 4 points this quarter. Chicago calls timeout. We've seen the role of positions change so much, Doris. Do you think traditional centers are something that is falling now out of favor?
I mean, you think about traditional low post, back to the basket centers, and I'll go back as far as George Mikan, Bill Russell. Now you transition to Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon, guys who played with their back to the basket. That certainly seems to be increasingly a rarity. You do have them. DeMarcus Cousins is a guy who can do that, but you can also have a guy who faces up, to 25, 30 feet at times. So I think what we're seeing is an evolution to big men who are skilled. And I wonder, Kevin, from your perspective, how much do the Kevin Garnett's and Dirk Nowitzki's, who at power forward spot, sort of change the way the big man overall was looked at?
Well, those two players in particular, I thought, had great mentors. They had guys like the Kevin McHale's, people that would take them and work with them on those types of things. The big man shooting outside, to me, becomes just extraordinary. And I think these European kids have kind of led the way in that move for the big to stretch and shoot. And your mouth is agape just watching what they're doing.
Yeah, and I've had basketball coaches tell me at every level of the game, college basketball and the NBA, that there's nothing more valuable in the sport than a big man who can be a three-tool player. Dribble, pass, and shoot.
Bulls trail by 11. Here's Cannon. He has 6. Wade with it. They need this one. Excellent D there from Holiday.
He needs to complete that opportunity. Really shocking he botched that one.
Passes it to Porzingis. Outside Thomas. Pass to Porzingis. Over in the corner, Rose. 5 o'clock. The 3. The shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Butler. Cannon from long range. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Cannon's got 9 points.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Thomas passes to Porzingis. Gets an open look and hits.
Yeah, Porzingis so good at squaring up his body when he pulls up for that mid-range jumper.
1:30 left to play here in the half. Cannon kicks to Gibson. The feed to Butler. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
That free throw good from Butler.
Guys, I've spent a lot of time covering the Knicks, and I think the passion of this fan base is not to be underestimated. Even through some lean years, the arena stays packed. They're thirsting for a winner.
Portis, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And he can't hit the second. And And Doris, when you take a look at the Knicks, what do they need to do to get back into the upper echelon of the league?
Well, to me, Kevin, it's the formula that every successful franchise uses. You begin at the ownership level, and then you work your way down from the GM to the president. You've got to have consistent quality leadership. I think you've got to start to allow Kristaps Porzingis to become more and more a part of your future. Build around that young, talented star while still taking advantage of Carmelo.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Thomas dishes to Holiday. New York moving it around. Shoots a three. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 12.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
He's just been raining threes. That's where the majority of the damage he's doing is happening.
Pass to Kuzminskis. To the wing right side. There's Thomas with the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Here's Cannon. He's got 9. There's the screen with 1 on the clock. And that's not going to go. And we've reached halftime in this one. Knicks lead by 14. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Dwayne. What's the focus in the second half?
Well, I mean, we just want the ball go up. We just got to rebound the ball. We got to get in there as a team, all of us, and rebound the ball. You know, they crash the glass, all of them. But at the end of the day, it's about getting a win. We can play any style, and tonight we just want to figure out how to get a win.
Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, friends and neighbors. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Bulls trail by 14, and on the floor for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Melo and Porzingis, the two stars at the forward spots. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Rose, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. Lopez sets a screen for Wade. Grant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Gibson tries again, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, a skilled free throw shooter for his size, so you love Lopez getting to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. One thing the Bulls have to deal with that is unique to their franchise, Greg, is a extremely high expectation factor from their fan base.
And when you have a rich franchise history like the Bulls, it's a double-edged sword. Fans can always look back at the great years in the 90s, but they'll always long for a return to those days, and sometimes the expectations can be too much.
You know, early in his career, Robin Lopez was a backup center, but he has grown into a quality starter. You're talking about an elite rim protector. Though he's not the quickest big man in the game, he uses his size exceptionally well.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Oh, no doubt. They've struggled to defend with any kind of effectiveness. That's why they're so far off the pace.
They set the pick. Kicks it to Butler. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Butler's got 10. And for Robin Lopez, you hear it time and again. Counting numbers, points, rebounds, what have you. Doris, don't do justice to his impact on a game.
I'm going to give you an example, Kevin, right? Here's his rebounding numbers. They're not going to knock your socks off, but his teams always rebound much better when he's on the floor. And the reason? He's tremendously disciplined boxing out. He doesn't always get the board, but he makes certain that his man doesn't get it either, and that's as important.
Gibson, he got right to the cup using that screen.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And the line for the Bulls. 1 shot.
And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players, just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked, and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know. That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
Bulls trail by 13. Now Grant. Lopez outside. The pass to Wade. Back to Lopez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 5th assist in this one. The Knicks leading by 11. Anthony kicks to Holiday. Stolen by Grant. Stolen by Rose. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Grant, that's good. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's Rose. He's got 9. Here's Porzingis. And he overshot that one, missing.
If he were shooting even a little better, they would have a much bigger lead.
Wade kicks to Lopez. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside, Porzingis. Down low, here's O'Quinn. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Chicago with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Lopez, a screen on Anthony. Holiday against Wade. 6 to shoot. Butler goes in. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by New York. At one point, they led by 16. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. O'Quinn, the pass to Holiday. Outside Anthony. Outside, Porzingis. He kicks to O'Quinn. Butler with the steal. He feeds it to Wade. That shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. The shot's good from O'Quinn. And the Knicks lead by 9.
The defense has nothing for that. O'Quinn using that upper body strength to clear space to the bucket.
Here's Wade. And that one hits back iron.
Regardless of that miss right there, that's a shot you want him taking. He practices that all the time, makes a ton of them.
To the inside. It's tipped. Anthony banked in off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
No, he's having one of those stretches where you just have to stand back and admire the work he's putting in on the basketball court. And guys, I grew up in the New York area during the Knicks heyday. There was nothing better than watching Patrick Ewing do his thing in the proud Knicks jersey.
Fixated on glory, still forming competition, never brag on successes that you've had in the past. Things will turn quick, can't make another hit. I refuse to lose, told my team you gotta make it work for missing no payments and laughing at backstage. A couple got me feeling better, I treated like this forever, gotta get it now, I'm trying to get the best. Mary action, go cut the sample on my grill, watch it, and lost it on 10 cents, 10 minutes.
Mirotic is checked in for Taj Gibson.
A moment to check out Robin Lopez here. A very nice season for him last year. 9th in shooting percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
Grant against Rose. Grant dishes to Mirotic. 6 on the shot clock. High arcing shot. Butler no good.
He's been so inconsistent from the field, and that makes it hard for these guys to catch up.
Anthony in the corner. Left side Rose. Wing shot on the way. Passes to Endor from deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He has 7.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here is Mirotic. Tight defense on him.
Robin Lopez signed a nice 4-year contract in the summer of 2015. And, you know, for a player who's so unselfish on the hardwood, it is great to see him be rewarded.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Robin Lopez, the prototypical lunch pail player. He brings so much skill, able to create some offense when his number is called.
And that one, good. Anthony's got 13 points. And Doris, you mentioned Robin Lopez's unselfishness, beloved by his teammates, sir.
I don't know how you couldn't love him, Kevin. This is a guy who does all the dirty work, right? Boxes out, sets tough screens, backs him up at the rim. You know, he doesn't need the ball either. A great offensive rebounder. He'll just create his own opportunities. There isn't a player in the league who doesn't love playing with a guy like that.
Rose passes to Endor. Some nice passing by New York here. from 11 feet away. And again, it's New York.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
You know, because of that, they've completely taken the air out of this building. They have done everything necessary to silence this crowd.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. No good from outside.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside Rose. Outside Holiday. From 18 feet. No good. Shot missing. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And here are the Knicks. They're on an 11-3 run. Anthony kicks to Rose. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls trail by 15. Here's Butler. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Guys, this guy is 6'5", and make no mistake, Jaren Grant is a true point guard, arguably the best passer in the 2015 draft class.
And Grant aggressive off the dribble, Doris. He pushes the tempo.
Well, this guy loves to get into the lane, use his size to finish. He also uses that size to see over the top of the defense.
Free throw, good Butler. So for the Bulls. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Doug McDermott comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Jaren Grant. He's off on the second.
And really, you got to commend the Bulls for the success they've had in the draft. You look at that roster, you see a ton of big-minute players who were drafted by the Bulls. They've done a great job of finding players to fill roles within that team.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And with the Bulls and their draft success, a lot of it has come with picks, Greg, later on in the draft.
Yeah, the last lottery pick the Bulls had was Derrick Rose. Not a bad one there.
Yes.
But since then, they've drafted or made trades on draft day to find a ton of rotation players. Give a lot of credit to their scouting department for their continued success.
Well, Doris, clear that the NBA has moved more and more to being a league that uses the three-pointer to its advantage. How do you feel about that direction the game is going?
Well, it's exciting. I don't think you can deny. What I wonder is, are they going to have to keep backing up the three-point line with as far back as Steph Curry and these guys seem to be shooting it? You know, the geometry of the floor seems to be changing.
It seems that way. What would you rather see, a great dunk or just this outstanding three-point shooting of like a Steph Curry? I love the shooting.
I love the shooting.
I love the shooting.
I'm with you. I agree with you that the skill level of these players is off the charts, and the fact that Steph Curry is literally changing the way defenses think about guarding. They're now not going to the paint to protect. They're extending to the three-point line. It is a revolution in how to guard in the league.
Why now with him and not with Ray Allen or Miller before him?
I think because of the high volume and the places on the floor within which he's doing it. As great as Ray Allen was, and he was and is the best all time in terms of number of threes made, that's not going to last long because Steph Curry's range is step across half court, and you got to check that guy.
And team success championships are following.
That's exactly right.
Shots good from Butler.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
To the right side. There's a good screen. 11 feet away. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5. Bulls trail by 16. Back to Cannon. Pass to Portis. Knicks with the rebound.
Ooh, that's stifling defense. Excellent effort.
To the paint. Here's Kuzminskis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking now at some numbers for Rose. Last season's performance for him. He averaged about 16 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Bulls trail by 18. Cannon dishes to Mirotic. He gets that one. Mirotic has got his third basket of the night. New York's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. New York moving it around. Left side Rose. There's Thomas with the 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Thomas got 9.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
I mean, unbelievable. Whether they're wide open or defenders draped all over them, they're hitting from distance.
And Butler gets it to go.
You know, that's the kind of shot they'll take all day long.
The Knicks leading by 17. Rose kicks to Anthony. Pass to Kuzminskas. Tries it from 19. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Back to Cannon. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a look here at the shot chart.
And looking at this shot chart, you can't help but feel that this entire team has played passively on offense. There has been little to nothing going on at the rim or in the paint for that matter. And when you don't attack the defense and put pressure on them down low, you're making life far too easy on them.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Cannon. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Knicks leading by 15. Now here's Rose. 11 points in the game. Anthony, the pass to Kuzminskas. Here's Thomas. Now the pass to Kuzminskas. It's rebounded by Portis.
Yeah, that's the shot he'll take again if he's given the chance. We all know he can knock that down.
Now here's McDermott. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Mirotic. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Bulls third.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting was so high.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Bulls making a switch here. Grant's checked in. And he's good on the second. So it's the Knicks now. Rose kicks to Thomas. Passes it to Kuzminskas. Here's Hernan Gomez. Outside Anthony from 18 feet away. Goes back up, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Knicks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both.
And if continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And there's McDermott. That's good on the assist by Grant. McDermott's got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
58 seconds left to play in the third. Rose dishes to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. He's got 19.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Portis kicks to McDermott. No one near him. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
That one falls. And the Knicks lead by 19.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
They set the pick. Grant outside. The Bulls keep it alive. Right side, Butler. Pass to Portis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one's on Anthony.
Bobby Portis. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Knicks out front. They lead by 18. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Fred Hoiberg in a recent huddle with his players.
Keep fighting, fellas. All right, one possession at a time. All right, how are we going to do it? Take care of the ball. Make sure we're getting back in transition. A lot of game left. All right, we'll get it going here. We'll get it going.
Fred Hoiberg encouraging his players to live in the moment. Don't worry about the score right now. Just keep plowing ahead.
Yeah, great point. You can't undo what's already been done. Just deal with what you can control, which is the next possession.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And the Knicks with possession here. At small forward and power forward, it's McDermott and Gibson. Grant is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Lopez in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Dishes it to Holiday. Feeds it to O'Quinn. 20 feet out. And the shot is long. Bulls trail by 18. Wade outside. There's the dish to Grant. Shoots a three. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Kuzminskis. Rose against Grant. Rose passes to Kuzminskis. Here's Thomas. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. On its way from McDermott for 2. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Might have overthought that. Not sure how he missed that one, guys.
Out left to the wing. To the middle. Here's O'Quinn. And the Knicks miss again. Well, the Bulls shooting not great, 40% for the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lopez outside. He dishes it to McDermott. 4 on the clock. Fade away. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
Substitution for the Knicks. 3 stops for Simmons. Maurice Andrew.
The Knicks leading by 18. Holiday, the pass to Endor. The feed now to Rose. Porzingis against Gibson. Outside Holiday. Off target with his 3.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago.
Nikola Mirotic.
Knicks have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the 4th quarter underway. Rose kicks to Porzingis. He feeds it to Holiday. The pass to Endor. Over in the corner, Rose. And here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 9 points for Porzingis.
You know, because of his size and his soft touch, it's really hard to affect Porzingis' shot, even when you're right in his grill.
Grant dishes to Mirotic. Kicks it to Lopez. Back to Mirotic. Doris, offense up around the NBA in the last couple years. Do you feel that this is a good thing for the league?
I love it. I think the fans love it. You and I love it. The pace is faster. The shooting is better. The excitement level is through the roof. This NBA, what do they say? It's fantastic.
It is, but defense wins championships. Are you still sticking with that as a mantra?
No question.
Yeah.
Championships have been defined on the defensive end.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Especially to him. They need to show a lot more energy and activity at the defensive end if they hope to trim this lead.
Grant the pass to Lopez. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Does not get it. 3rd miss. He's made 4 from the field. Porzingis can't hit.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Grant with the ball. Lopez outside to the middle. Looking for Gibson. He gets it there. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, how about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
New York leading by 21. Rose kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Some nice passing by New York here. And here's Porzingis, covered by Mirotic. Rose passes to Porzingis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
There's a screen. Poked away. Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Lopez dishes to Wade. Lopez sets a screen for Wade. He used that pick to get in close.
Perfect example of how to set a great screen. Set your feet, stand firm.
The Knicks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Pass to Endor, and Holiday has it in the corner. Here's Endor. Wade is covering. Porzingis kicks to Rose. And there's another one for the Knicks.
That perfect mid-range jumper. All he needs is an inch of space, and they gave it to him.
Feeds it to Gibson. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Now here is Mirotic, guarded closely. Gibson with the screen on Holiday. Wade passes to Gibson. He kicks it to Lopez. Just 3 to shoot, and there it is for him. And that's 13 points for Wade.
Yeah, I'm not sure the defenders were anticipating that kick out there, and he wound up with a wide open look on the J.
Holiday against Wade. Pass to Endor. Outside Holiday. Looking to get back on track here. No, the back of the rim.
You know, that kind of miss can rattle your confidence. He knows he should have had that one.
Here's Grant. Lopez outside. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. From 8. The offensive rebound. Tries yet again. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Butler, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. And New York with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in. That free throw good from Lopez.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Right side Rose. There's the pass to Porzingis. Anthony kicks to Holiday. Passes it to Porzingis. Down low. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Lopez a screen. Wade kicks to Grant. Dishes it to Butler. The feed now to Mirotic to the inside. Poked away. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop for the finish. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Chicago has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Grant dishes to Butler. Launches a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Anthony's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Holiday has it in the corner. Anthony kicks to Rose. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Rose against Grant. Clock at 4. It's Anthony with the drive. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Well, the league is always looking, Doris, into every possible angle to make precise calls, to give it more precision, more efficiency, more validity. What do you think about some automated assistance for officials?
You know, I'm not sure about this one. What I would say is when we go to the replay center, if it's sort of a small call out of bounds at the end of the game, whatever the case may be, I would like to see those officials back in the replay center make that call, communicate it, and let's move on. I think the pace of play would be helped.
They've almost perfected, though, the time it takes to put it up in front of the officials at the game and the view from the center in Secaucus.
They've done a really good job, and again, a case in point where the NBA is proactive trying to improve the game.
Yeah, it's the best of all professional leagues, I think.
No question.
And the first one drops. Lopez hits them both. New York leading by 21. Rose kicks to O'Quinn. Wade against Anthony. The dish now to Rose. Fires the three, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Rose. Anthony's got 10 points in just the second half. Anthony on the double team. Grant kicks to Wade. And that one drops.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
For New York, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Porzingis kicks to Rose. 20 feet out. And it's Anthony again missing. Chicago's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Butler, no good. And O'Quinn kicks to Anthony. He dishes it to Rose. Doris, you were a point guard. You put so much strain on your body with the quick cuts on both ends of the floor. It takes its toll. Is there a reason why so many point guards have had to fight injuries their entire career?
You know, I've heard these questions before about anatomically, is the way a player like Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook, the way they play with the
torque. How about the torque?
The torque that's built up and the change of directions or the ferocity of attack, the lift of Russell Westbrook gets. I don't know the answer. I think that there would have to be science to support that argument.
Now, you've got 2 bad knees, though, too, so
That's
you can
true.
probably speak to it pretty well.
I don't think there's an athlete in the world who doesn't have aches and pains once their career is over.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Butler against Anthony. Butler passes to Grant. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. That's 7 points for Jaren Grant. New York calls timeout. They're up by 21. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. All time to just let them get their legs back under it.
With an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Mirotic. McDermott's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Cannon in for Jaren Grant. .151 left here in the fourth quarter. Thomas dishes to Plumlee. New York, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 21. Cannon kicks to Portis. It's deflected. Now Rose. He feeds it to Holiday. Kicks it to Thomas. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 6 assists now in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season. And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Rose.
I really thought his playmaking fueled the energy for them tonight. His teammates were confident that they'd get the ball when they were ready, and a really nice job making his guys comfortable.
Cannon kicks to Portis. Pass to Butler. They set the pick. Feeds it to Gibson. Plumlee with the steal. And here's Rose. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, Carmelo, we got a question from one of your biggest fans. How do you get shots off when you're in tight coverage and the defender is right in your grill?
It's easy. If my man backed off on me, shoot it. If I got 2, pass the ball, find somebody else.
Always looking to move the ball whenever possible. Thanks, Carmelo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
Any doubts that Derrick Rose is still one of the most explosive players in the NBA? What knee surgery? You see those moves? Offensively, he's a complete point guard, score inside, outside, and can still make the plays. D-Rose was the old D-Rose tonight.
It's not too often you see a guy crack 15 assists in a game. That's how in tune he was. Just great anticipation, great understanding of every defense that they threw at him. Exactly the kind of game a team wants from its point guard.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. The long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
yes. I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.